Yo guys, what's going on? It's Spaghetti here today with another video. Today, I'm bringing you my Premier League predictions 2019-2020 season. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoy. If you do enjoy, leave a like and subscribe. So anyway, top of the league, I've gone with Man City. Purely the fact their team looks so much better than the other teams in England. They spent a lot of money on Rodri and João Cancelo, who are brilliant players. Yeah, so in second I've gone with Liverpool. I think they'll have another good season, but the title race will be a bit further apart. Purely the fact Liverpool haven't invested in any new players. So yeah, same old, I guess. In third, I've gone with Spurs, who have had a brilliant transfer window, signing Tanguy Ndombele, Lo Celso and Ryan Sessegnon. All three are good players, and it's surprising to say Spurs didn't sign a player before this window from January 2018. In fourth, I've gone with Arsenal, finding the last Champions League spot. I think Pepe's a great signing. He'll open up a lot of defences. It's just what Arsenal really need, really that creative player. I don't know how him, Aubameyang and Lacazette will get in the same team. In fifth, I've gone with Man United. I think they've got a good team, but signing Maguire, Wan-Bissaka and Daniel James, but I just don't think they're strong enough to get into the Champions League spot at the end of the day. And Maguire and Wan-Bissaka are a bit overpriced. But at the end of the day, what happens is a defender up. Man United want him up. So yeah, that's why I put them there. In sixth, I've gone with Chelsea. At the end of the day, they can't really do well. They've got an inexperienced manager and a transfer ban. They can't exactly do much about that problem. They've just got to stick with what they got, and obviously letting Hazard leave is a massive loss. The final Europa League spot in the seventh place is West Ham. It was either between them, Leicester or Everton. The reason I chose them is obviously because Sebastian Haller got 32 contributions in 41 games last season. Pablo Fornals looks like a great signing and really impressed during the Euros under 21s. Jack Wilshere, I watched him in pre-season, he looked brilliant. Like when we played Man City, he was still opening up the defence. Obviously we've got the youth of Declan Rice and that, so yeah, hopefully we can finish 7th. In 8th, I've gone with Everton. The signing of Moise Kean is really good. However, people are saying, oh yeah, Moise Kean, best signing, but at the end of the day, if you play a team with Ronaldo and Paulo Dybala, it's pretty easy to have a good breakout season compared to Haller played in a similar level team to West Ham in the Bundesliga and took them to a Europa League semi-final. So yeah, anyway, that's where I've gone with Everton 8th. In 9th, I've gone with Leicester. With Vardy ageing, he's probably only got 1 or 2 more seasons left in him, and Maguire left. Their only really known centre-back is Wes Morgan. I just don't know if their team will have it. Obviously, they did sign Yuri Tielemans and Ayozo Perez, who are great signings, but I don't know, with Maguire gone, will they manage to get the top 7? So in the 10th, the final spot is Wolves. This could be a bit ironic if they did get the 7th spot last year, but purely the fact they have a small squad, they're playing Thursday night Europa League football, the players will just be fatigued. I just don't know if they have enough energy and get up and go to come to Premier League. Look what happened to Burnley. Got the 7th spot and then completely collapsed. In 11th spot, I've gone with Watford. At the end of the day, out of the teams remaining, you see at the bottom, they are by far the strongest. Likes of Troy Deeney, Deulofeu, Holebas, great players. Yeah, I reckon they could even push for the top 10. It would be close between them. In 12th, this is where it starts to separate. We've got Bournemouth. I think Eddie Howe's a brilliant manager, guiding them from League One to the Prem, using the player and the lack of funds he has. Callum Wilson, Josh King, they're great players. Ryan Fraser, another great player. And they kept hold of Ake from Leicester. So yeah, you never know, they could do alright. They tend to do alright in the first opening games and they die off towards the end, but hopefully that will be enough. But if it was based on scoring goals, they would have finished 7th last season, but if it's based on conceding, they would have been relegated. So in 13th, I've gone with Southampton. I think then the manager will have a good season. He's got the whole season ahead of him. He's made some signings. The only problem I see is Che Adams. Obviously, he lit up the Championship last season, but can he do that in the Premier League? In 14th, I've gone with Aston Villa. The reason I think this is because they were, I don't know exactly, Villa fans will have to correct me, they were 10th, 12th when Steve Bruce was in charge. They appoint Dean Smith and he guides them to the playoffs. They went on like a 12-match winning streak or something. And yeah, I think that's really good. And yeah, but could they be another Fulham? Signing too much players. 133 million spent. Who knows? 15th, I've gone with Norwich. Purely for the fact they won the Championship. They've got players of Aarons and Pucky, however you say his name. I think they're great players. Well, not great, but good players for the Prem. And yeah, they should easily survive. In 16th, Burnley. I think obviously they died off last season. But I think Sean Dyche is a great manager. He'll steer them away. But yeah, with the likes of Chris Wood, Jay Rodriguez getting 22 goals in the Championship last season is a good sign. And obviously keeping hold of Takazaki. In 17th, I've gone with Palace, narrowly avoiding it, purely for the fact they kept Wilfred Zaha. If they hadn't, I might have changed them around one of the relegation teams. But yeah, I've kept them up. In 18th is Newcastle. Even though they spent a lot of money on Alan St. Maxim and Joel Linton and a number of other players, I don't think their squad's strong enough to stay up. Obviously, they're inexperienced, Joel Linton being at a young age, and Steve Bruce being a not very positive managers, and a lot of the fans already having chance, not even seeing them play apart from pre-season. So yeah, I think they'll get relegated. In 19th, I've gone with Brighton. They obviously had a really good first season, established team, but they just only survived by 2 points. I think they're going down this year with an inexperienced manager. 20th, Sheffield United. Their squad's just not good enough at the end of the day. So